everybody and welcome back to my channel. I decided to film this because, as you can see, it's a super rainy day out. Oh yeah, I have walls. I decided to film this because today I am mapping out the layout of the bus and how I think everything's gonna work and just kind of measuring it all out. And I decided to film this because it would be really interesting after it's done to see if my plan works out or stays the same. So here we go. Alright, so let me talk you through what I have so far. Here we're coming in, still undecided if we'll have a wall here or not, but it's a potential. And here is what the bus looks like right now. So, I didn't put all my appliances in here because they're way too heavy to move, but I thought this would give me kind of a good idea of the space. So, when we come in, we have our bed drawn out in the green tape right here at the back. This is sized for a full bed, so not a queen, but definitely way big enough. I really don't even need something this big. It takes up so much of the space, but it will definitely be good for storage underneath, and also just to have the opportunity to have such a large sleeping space will be nice. So I drew out kind of our dimensions in the tape, a little bit bigger than what the dimensions of like the actual mattress would be. Give me a little bit of wiggle room and stuff like that. We have a gap to the wall here, which I believe will be used for storage, kind of behind the bed, almost like a little headboard type situation. Debating, but most likely having shelving up here, and then again matching on the other wall. Storage, I think I'll probably be showcasing my books here because I'm a huge reader and I love books, and that most likely makes the most sense of where they will go. I also have a couple things to hang on walls, which obviously being in a bus, I don't have very much wall space, so that could be an opportunity to hang some maps and things like that. Anyways, we now have our walls here at the top, which I will be having open shelving. I'm just trying to decide if the open shelving should go all the way around. I'm obviously also quite tall. I don't know if I'm at all going to be able to film this, but I'm almost 6 feet tall. So at the end, we're exactly 6 feet from floor to ceiling. And then in the center, we're 6'3". I want to say, I think we're 74 inches in the center. So I'm kind of debating because I will be looking eye level at the shelves, and so I don't want anything in terms of the kitchen for me to be like hitting my head on or to really like dampen the light coming through the windows and everything, because again, my eye level is right at the shelving because I'm so tall. But that's kind of my thoughts so far. Then from there we move into my couch slash office space. I will be working remotely full time, so this is also like a traveling office on wheels as well. So I do want to dedicate like a good amount of space for this. It'll be slightly larger than what I have with these cushions, but I just had these cushions available, so it was kind of good to kind of get like an idea of what we're going to do. But measuring like a standard couch in my house, it's honestly pretty much going to be the same, which is kind of incredible. It's like a ton of space, honestly. So this is kind of the situation that we have here. Now I also will have, I have a lagoon mount, which I'm assuming will mount onto this side face of the couch to have a table, which is probably roughly the size of one of those cushions. I'm not exactly sure. That's gonna have to wait till later. That will kind of be able to move into the corner when I don't need it. And so this walkway will actually be able to be like a straight eye line shot through, but again, we'll see how this all works out. So I'll be able to sit in the corner, or a couple people kind of along this side, and this side obviously you have the wall there that's separating the bed. And then if I do travel, I do have 2 leopard geckos as well, and I'm assuming that I'm bringing them with me on my travels. They fit perfectly in terms of the width of this cushion, and they can be strapped into the wall. The idea behind that was if I don't end up traveling with them, the dimensions will stay the same and I can just put another cushion there and it won't look any different. It'll just be the couch. But if I am traveling with them, simply take away the cushions and then strap them to the wall when we're driving, and the tank will fit kind of exactly in this area. That's my idea there. All right, girls. Let's get ready to say hi to your new home. I know. Welcome to the bus. I'm still debating what the heck I'm gonna do for storage, but I think the easiest thing in terms of like building and also just what makes the most sense is to remove the cushions and then have like the sheet of plywood that's gonna act as the base of the couch just hinge up, potentially remove, and then literally just have like whatever stored in there with the base sections in like bins or kind of whatever I need. And I think that will probably make the most sense. I'll probably do it in like 2 sections so that, for example, I could be like kneeling on this side of the couch and kind of open up this side to have some storage. I don't know. Again, this will all be just interesting to see what the heck actually ends up happening, if this is similar to what I think is gonna happen or not. So then we move back into the kitchen bathroom area. So let's talk about this side first. These are very close to the actual dimensions. I have my oven, my Furrion stove and oven combo, and then my fridge. These are very close to the actual dimensions in terms of the like top surface area of both of those pieces of equipment, which is why they're in here like this, because both those things are really hard to move. So this, I believe, will be where my oven is going to go. My fridge is a drawer style, so it will pull out into the galleyway. Oh, my dad just got home. He's probably gonna come in and ask me questions. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, so this will be my oven area and then my fridge area. Yeah. I do have room on both sides to do full standard height. I think I might do a little bit taller height countertops, a little more than standard, but I do have standard depth in terms of height of counter, or depth of counters as well, so that's pretty exciting. So that's kind of this side is what I'm thinking. On this side, I do have the actual appliances that I'm obviously going to be using. I have my Natureside composting toilet, which is honestly one of the things that I'm most excited for. The idea is to put this on to have the face look exactly the same, meaning it will look all like cabinets, and have a counter that will go all the way kind of across this whole space, so I can use this as counter space when need be. The idea is to then have this cabinet open like a drawer so that the toilet can kind of pull out into the galleyway and you can use it there, and it will slide away and then match the rest of the kitchen, and also this entire space will then just be counter space, which is fantastic. So hopefully that works out the way that I think. Still debating whether or not I'm putting a shower in a drawer situation with the toilet. Like if I throw a shower pan on the ground and drain into like an undermount gray water tank and then hang just any kind of like solar shower, camping shower situation. The problem is I'm not tall, or I am tall. I'm not tall, I am tall. So hanging anything like in here, I don't know if it's just gonna be more inconvenient than figuring out different alternative ways to shower, like sink showers, which I'll probably most likely be doing, to be honest. But I'm not sure if having the shower pan is kind of just like a good idea. I don't know, it's an option. Regardless, that's kind of the bathroom setup. And then this entire thing will be counter space again. This is my actual sink. It's honestly quite big, which is great. I definitely think it's the right size. And then, oops, I do have my Berkey water filter as well, which will sit nicely kind of on the counter space as well. So this is what I think. And then the hallway is actually a pretty like decent width by the time we get here, and hopefully it won't feel too crowded or like I jammed too much stuff in this spot. But honestly, having this entire thing be a counter and then my sink, having this entire thing be a counter and then the range hood or oven stove top, what the heck, having my couch here with enough space for me to sit with my back this way, and my feet hanging over, so like an actual chair, or lounging kind of this way, enough to sit cross-legged on one of these cushions, which is going to be important for like me and the way that my life, you know, typically works and everything. And then having quite a large bed and hopefully a good amount of storage space. Up top, I actually realized I don't need to build very many cabinets. That's kind of the thing that I was thinking I was going to be starting today. And really, with that fridge taking up quite a bit of the height here, obviously I just need a few things kind of underneath that stove. Only a few things here in this area. This is really the only area that I gotta build out like a decent amount of height-wise storage. And then we have this drawer side situation. Might be a little bit tricky, but with all upper storage, open shelving and everything, I think we're looking pretty good, pretty close to what exactly I was envisioning in the space and what I wanted to do when I first kind of had the idea to build this bus, and with the layout that I think will make the most sense for my life and the things that I actually need to do in here, such as work, such as live comfortably and actually have enough space. It feels like it might work just like I think it will, even with these bulky appliances that are like pretty extravagant, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I hope this will make it start to feel like my home. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see what it actually looks like if it follows this. It's gonna be so interesting. So thank you for my brief tour, for joining me on this little tour, and yeah, let's see what this crazy project becomes, eh? I'm so happy that you guys now get to see my finished house. It's so crazy, but it's really exciting and I love it so much. I can't wait for this new adventure of just all the new places we're gonna go, all the new things we're gonna see together, and I can't wait for the future of this channel. So thank you guys for sticking around and for watching. I hope you love, well, there's no way you're gonna love this bus as much as I do, but I am so excited to finally have this done and ready to head out. I just took it on its first kind of trip and it handled so well. I'm so impressed. And so yeah, there's really only a couple things to do before I officially head out on my first big, I don't even want to call it a trip because I'm kind of just like moving in now, which is really crazy, but yeah, I'm really excited. So thank you all for being here, and I'll see you next time on our first trip. Everywhere is full of construction right now. Our entire street is just getting so much work done every single day, and it's crazy. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Just remember that every adventure is worthwhile, and keep sharing those stories. Bye.